The ACR Presidential Gold Medal is the highest award that the American College of Rheumatology can bestow. It is awarded in recognition of outstanding achievements in rheumatology over an entire career. Established by the past presidents of the ACR, candidates will have made important contributions in multiple areas, such as clinical medicine, research, education, or administration. Funding support for this award of distinction is provided by the Rheumatology Research Foundation. This year's winner is Ellen Gravallese from Brigham and Women's Hospital. Congratulations to Dr. Gravallese, who is the chair of the Rheumatology Division at Brigham and Women's Hospital, one of the largest units in the country, and also Associate Editor for Rheumatology and Dermatology at the New England Journal of Medicine and editor of the textbook Rheumatology. Dr. Gravallese is a former president of the ACR, and the pandemic developed in the first few months of her term. I do not think we could have had a better person in the role at that time. Not only did she guide the ACR in pivoting to provide virtual education to rheumatologists, both COVID-19 related education and other important training, but she helped to define the role of the rheumatologist in the treatment of COVID-19 patients at her own institution. When COVID hit, I had a front row seat to the upheaval that it caused at the ACR and to Ellen's extraordinary leadership as she calmly and decisively took the wheel and steered us through the storm. It was an extraordinary time, and we were lucky to have such a remarkable leader. Her vision, her dedication, and her tirelessness were equal to the challenge and an example for us all. And her wisdom and her poise and her kind-heartedness created a space for the whole team to rally and respond to the urgent needs of our community and our patients. Ellen's success in so many domains is the result of a rare combination of intelligence, grit, and kindness. We're all quite lucky she became a rheumatologist, and I feel incredibly lucky to have worked with her, to have learned from her example, and to call her a friend. I could not be happier for her to be recognized by her peers with this honor.
My choice of a career in medicine actually came out of a focus on science. I was inspired from a very young age by the incredible story of Maria Mitchell. Mitchell lived in the mid-1800s on the tiny and then isolated island of Nantucket. She was fascinated by the night sky, and despite the fact that astronomical tools were primitive and women scientists were few, at the age of 29, she discovered a comet. She went on to become America's first professional female astronomer, and her research led to her election to the American Association for the Advancement of Science. I chose rheumatology because I see the opportunity for the impact of new findings in immunology to be translated into novel therapies. And of course, these therapies have been revolutionary.
When I think about Ellen, I think about quiet competence and strong leadership.
She is one of the last triple threats, an outstanding researcher, an outstanding educator, and an outstanding clinician.
Well, I know Ellen since many years, and she has always been fascinated in bone biology. And she was one of the first describing how the immune system and inflammation influences bone. And this is obviously very important for diseases like rheumatoid arthritis. And I had been always fascinated by Ellen's work. And since I also was in a similar field, we interacted a lot and shared our views. And that was the start of a long friendship. I highly respect her work and her innovation. She's known all over the world for her achievements in science.
Whenever Ellen sets out to accomplish something, everybody anticipates and always sees that it's going to be successful. She's a person who brings positive energy, a very optimistic outlook, and a degree of intellectual rigor coupled with a very calm, cool, collected, and friendly work style that is very unique to who she is and what she's able to do.
I did my first postdoctoral research position in Ellen's laboratory. She was so generous with sharing her knowledge, her expertise, but most importantly, her degree of professionalism and integrity in her approach to research, which really just set up amazing foundations for my future career and success.
One thing that I really admire is that at the same time that she was the incoming associate editor for the New England Journal of Medicine and new chair of rheumatology at the Brigham and Women's. She was also the president of the ACR. And really, that she could manage all of that is beyond amazing. And she had quite the year as president.
2020 was an unbelievable year. Obviously, right at the start of my ACR presidency, COVID hit, and there were challenges that none of us ever anticipated. So it was a huge amount of work to try to figure out what the issues were, what the solutions were, and how we were going to implement those solutions. There wasn't a single person who I asked to help out who didn't say yes immediately.
She rose to a remarkable challenge at a time of great national need for both the college and really for medicine overall. She demonstrated remarkable equanimity and had an ability to just be energized at a time when other people were in near panic.
Ellen is one of these women who is quietly powerful. So she listens extremely well. She listens to everyone in the room. She elicits the opinions of her peers and colleagues, and she synthesizes what they say, and then she takes action. So she's not afraid to make difficult decisions. She's not afraid to implement plans. You always get a sense that Ellen is in control of what's happening all around. And I think for all of us, that was very reassuring. There was always a plan.
You wouldn't know that she has accomplished as much as she has. She's incredibly modest.
Honestly, it was never about accomplishment for me. It was always about the science, about finding the truth, about pursuing a question and answering it in the laboratory. That's what always excited me throughout my career.
Ellen, I could not imagine anybody better than you to receive this ACR award. I hope you enjoy it. It's well deserved.
Ellen is one of the most talented, inspirational, and hardworking people I've ever met, and one of the great basic and applied scientists and leaders of our field of rheumatology.
Ellen, congratulations. This is an award that is so well deserved. You have been a remarkable leader in the college, a just phenomenal presence in academic rheumatology, and really a friend and mentor to so many of us in the field. Well deserved and warm best wishes.
It's an honor for me to have the opportunity to congratulate Ellen on receiving the ACR Presidential Gold Medal. I know what it means to receive this honor, and Ellen is everything a gold medal recipient should be, and congratulations to you, Ellen.
No one is self-made. We reach our goals only with the help of others, and I have countless people to thank. I want to thank the numerous mentors, investigators, and clinicians who inspired me over the years. Scientific discovery doesn't progress without the people who are in the laboratory carrying out the work every day. And I want to thank the many students, postdocs, and fellows in my lab whose efforts and thoughtful insights have been critical in moving the work forward. I want to thank all of my colleagues and friends in the field of rheumatology nationally and globally, and especially the very talented and accomplished members of my division. Finally, I would not have been able to pursue this career without the support and sacrifices of my husband, Tim, and the encouragement of my two sons, Drew and Gregory. You have all made this an incredible journey. Charles Schwab, who overcame dyslexia to become a huge financial success, said that a person can succeed at almost anything for which they have unlimited enthusiasm. To the young rheumatologists and investigators listening today, I encourage you to find the area for which you have unlimited enthusiasm, and then embrace it, focus on it tirelessly, and make it count.